Firearms Addict here, and today we're going to be shooting the North American Arms Mini Revolver in 22 long rifle. This is a 5-shot, single action only revolver. I have it in a pistol holster that North American offers. This is an older design. I've actually had this revolver since the late 80s. The newer models are a little more streamlined. This end is cut off essentially straight right here. But the pistol itself is pretty much the same. Some things about the revolver. To remove the cylinder, you press this pin and pull out. And you want to put the revolver on half cock, and the cylinder pulls straight out. Two things of note about this revolver. The cylinder itself has notches that are milled into it in between each chamber, and these notches are to lower your hammer into for safety. The other thing of note is never dry fire this. I have read a lot of problems with these arise from people dry firing, and then you can't get cartridges in and out. And so if you are going to dry fire, make sure you use a snap cap. The way the holster works is the revolver just folds out and snaps into place. It has a button here that you press, and then you can fold it back. Pretty simple. These are made of stainless steel. The machining is very good, high quality, I think, and I've never had an issue with it. Today I'm shooting nothing fancy, just some Federal Lightning 22 long rifle. This has a 40 grain solid projectile. If you were going to use this as a carry gun, I would recommend using the Federal Punch. That's a new product. And another YouTuber, if you haven't seen his videos, Tools and Targets, he's done some really good experiments using ballistics gelatin and the Federal Punch ammunition, and well worth watching if you have an opportunity. But that's what I would recommend if you were going to be carrying this. But we're just doing a little bit of accuracy test today, and we'll do a trigger pull test as well. All right, let's get down to shooting. I have a target set up at 15 feet, and I'm going to be shooting just slow, steady, as accurate a shots as possible. Here's my 5-shot group. These are not bad. This one here, I don't know if that was me. I didn't think I pulled it off that far. I want to try that one more time. Looks like I'm hitting pretty much low. I'm going to shoot right here, see how we do. Here's how to eject the shells. They all fall out. Once you've loaded all the rounds in the cylinder, you just slide it in from the right. The revolver's still on half cock. And push the pin back into position. Now, you have to be very careful to make sure you lower the hammer on that notch and not on one of the shell casings, because if you dropped it or something, you could cause an accidental discharge. So be very careful about that to make sure it's in the right position. Let's see how we do this time at 15 feet, shooting at the head, 5 rounds. Well, that got worse. These 3 weren't too bad. Then I had 4 and 5 here. I've put out a fresh target, and what I want to do is use my packed shot timer and do a little speed test. I have the Mini Revolver here in my pocket. This has a belt clip. It looks just like like you're carrying a knife. So what I want to do is hit my timer, deploy, and see how fast I can get 5 shots off. All right, let's see how we do. .37 seconds total. Shot 1 was at 4.64 seconds. Shot 2, 6.38. 3 was 7.98. 4, 9.92. And 5, 11.37. Let's check the target and see my accuracy. So here are the 5 shots at speed. We got 1 down here low, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was holding right here, or trying to anyway. That would have made a bad day for somebody for sure. This time we're going to do the same course of fire, except I've moved the target closer. It's at 10 feet now. On that round, I was almost 2 seconds slower getting the revolver deployed. 5.76 seconds for the first shot. 7.28, 9.01, 10.63, and my final shot, 12.20. At 10 feet, my group tightened up quite a bit. Looks like 2.5 inch spread between shots. Would have been even closer if it wasn't for this one flyer here. Here we go, 5 well-aimed shots at 10 feet. Those were all over the place. Of course, with a barrel length that measures 1 1/16 inches approximately, I guess you can't ask for too much. Here's my group at 10 feet. Looks like a 4 inch spread. Well, no, about 3.5 inch spread. These 3 aren't bad, or those 2 together, but I don't know. The trigger pull on the revolver is quite stout. Let's check that out. For this trigger pull test, I have a snap cap in place. Just a reminder, don't ever dry fire this revolver. Let's see how it does. Actually, that's way better than I thought. It feels like the trigger is very stout, I guess because it's so small. But that's really not a bad trigger at all. I'm going to do an experiment with 5 rounds to see if I can get this Mini Revolver into action any faster. All right, here we go. .33 seconds. 3.82. 4.21. 4.41. 5.29. That one got stuck on my shirt. One thing I could think that the Mini Revolver would be quite handy for would be if you're hiking, you come across a venomous snake that you need to dispatch. I'm going to do 2 rounds of federal birdshot at 5 feet. I figured that that's a viable distance for shooting a snake. You'd probably actually be a little closer, but in the interest of this test, I'm going to do it at 5 feet. Here's a close-up of the pellets. Got quite a few in there, and then they spread out rapidly. The North American Arms Mini Revolver, what can I say about it? It's lightweight, it's well made for sure. Accuracy, I mean, it's going to do the job on someone close up. You're not going to miss them. If you're wanting to carry something hiking, you know, where you don't want to have a lot of weight, if you have to have something highly concealed, this is actually probably not a bad choice. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and especially comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these mini revolvers, and appreciate you watching. Please come back for other videos, and hope to see you soon. This is Firearms Addict.